The new ministers who took oath as part of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's reshuffled cabinet yesterday will assume charge today. In a mega rejig, Prime Minister Modi brought in Sarbananda Sonowal, Narayan Rane, and Jyotiraditya Scindia as cabinet ministers while dropping as many as 12 ministers, including Health Minister Harshvardhan, IT and Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, and INB Minister Prakash Javadekar. As many as 15 cabinet ministers, including some new faces, were sworn in at the swearing in ceremony held in the Darbar Hall of the Rashtrapati Bhavan. There are 53 union ministries. However, these ministries will be handled only by 30 cabinet ministers and 2 ministers of state with independent charge. Hours after Lok Sabha MP Soumitra Khan stepped down from the post of the party's state youth wing chief, citing tiff with the leader of opposition Suvendu Adhikari, he withdrew his resignation. This came after senior party leaders, including Union Home Minister Amit Shah, talked to him and promised to look into his grievances. In a Facebook post, Khan accused MLA Suvendu Adhikari of appropriating credit for the party's achievements. Khan did not cite any reason, but his announcement on Facebook coincided with the report that some BJP MPs from Bengal might be made union ministers of state. In a video posted online, Khan took a swipe at Nandigram MLA, claiming that he misled union ministers in his meetings with them. The Bishnupur MP, however, asserted that he wouldn't quit the Saffron Party. Former Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister and senior Congress leader Veerbhadra Singh died here in the wee hours of Thursday after a prolonged illness. He was 87-year-old. The veteran leader breathed his last at Indira Gandhi Medical College at 3:40 a.m. Senior medical superintendent of the hospital said. He suffered from a heart attack on Monday and was critical. He was in the critical care unit of IGMC. Veerbhadra was put on ventilator under the supervision of the doctors of the cardiology department on Wednesday after he had breathing problem. The 9-time MLA and 5-time MP, Singh served as Himachal Pradesh's chief minister for 6 times. Veerbhadra was tested positive for COVID-19 on June 11th for the second time in 2 months. Tourists flocked to Uttarakhand's top holiday destinations Mussoorie and Nainital after COVID-19 restrictions were eased in a situation that was rather similar to Himachal Pradesh. Hotels were full and there were long queues of vehicles on the streets as people escaped to the hills in order to beat the heat in the plains. In the meantime, a video of hundreds of tourists bathing at the Kempty Falls in Mussoorie surfaced on the internet on Wednesday and has gone viral on social media. Social distancing quite obviously went for a toss as people gathered at the popular tourist spot. Not even one person was spotted wearing a mask. Infobug, a Twitter account, posted the short clip, while it has also been shared by several other pages. As many as 36 US states and Washington DC have filed a lawsuits against Google, alleging that the search engine giant's control over its Android app store violates antitrust laws. The lawsuit alleges that through a series of exclusionary contracts and other anti-competitive conduct in the Google Play Store, Google has deprived Android device users of robust competition that could lead to a greater choice and innovation, as well as significantly lower prices for mobile apps. New York Attorney General James and the coalition co-led by Attorney Generals of Utah, North Carolina, and Tennessee also accuse Google of requiring app developers selling in-app digital content through apps purchased via Google's Play Store to use Google billing as a middleman, forcing the app consumers to pay Google's commission up to 30% indefinitely. The Reserve Bank of India has imposed penalties on 14 banks for non-compliance with certain provisions of direction issued by the RBI. A scrutiny of accounts of the companies of a group was carried out by the RBI. It was observed that the banks had failed to comply with the provisions of one or more directions issued by RBI and or contravened provisions of the Banking Regulation Act 1949. Notices were issued to the banks advising them to show cause as to why a penalty should not be imposed for non-compliance with the directions or the contravention of provisions of the Banking Regulation Act 1949. Replies were considered and the RBI concluded that it warranted imposition of penalties on the aforementioned 14 banks. The banks include Bandhan Bank, Bank of Baroda, Bank of Maharashtra, Central Bank of India, Credit Suisse, India Bank, IndusInd Bank, Karnataka Bank, Karur Vysya Bank, Punjab and Sindh Bank, South Indian Bank, State Bank of India, the Jammu and Kashmir Bank Limited, Small Finance Bank, Utkarsh Small Finance Bank Limited. These are the 14 banks who have been penalized.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.